everyone. I've just come to share with you today how I've made these clusters. I've made quite a few over the last few days, week maybe. They have been inspired by ARTYmaze, and I will link her tutorial below. She was making toppers for tags and journals, etc. And obviously I've kind of come up with my own little way of doing them, but it is based on her tutorial, so it's not my idea, but a lot of people have been asking me to show how it's done, so I'm going to show you how I've done mine. So these are the ones that I've made today, and I've actually used some images from ARTYmaze, and it's a touch of spring. So it's got the little rabbit on there. The words are a freebie. Oh, that's a bit skew with. The words are a freebie on the chat group that I've put up there. We have that one, and then that one, and then I've made these, and I'm going to be putting these lot onto some pockets in some journals, or in the journal that I'm making just now. So that's what I've made. So they're so easy. A lot of people have been saying, oh, I wish I could make something like that. You can make something like that. There is just, you know, limited supplies really, and there is obviously alternatives if you don't have what I have. So I'm using, this is my base, and it's just a scrap piece of cardstock, and I'm using this here. This is a bit of music paper. I've used these scissors, the ripple effect, to go around the paper just to give a little bit of roughness to it. I'm using this little image, which I just need to ink up. I've inked everything up, so really you don't have to watch me do that. I've got a butterfly, a ticket, 3 little bits of mesh, 2 little bits of scrap pieces of lace, and a bit of cheesecloth, and then I'm going to use a little bit of this trim. Picked that up yesterday in the range. If you can see that, it's really dainty. So, silly me, was supposed to put my glue gun on, because I need that to put on the bling and things. So that's now on, and I'll just use some tacky glue for now. I don't always use hot glue. Just get the end of that because the lid's not been on it. So they're the pieces that I have, easy peasy. And I'm just going to start by putting a bit of glue just along there. Hope I'm in frame, yeah. And I'm just going to pop this on just at an angle, and then just put a little bit more glue here, and then pop on the bit of music paper. You can use book page, you don't have to use music paper. My ticket, I've just inked it up, it hasn't been coffee stained, you can leave it plain, and I'm just popping that on there. I'm just going to kind of look to see where this image is going to sit, so I know where to put these pieces of lace, and I'll just a little bit of glue here, a little bit of glue there. So quick and easy. Just like that, maybe a little bit more glue there. Then I'm just going to lay the cheesecloth on the top like that. Maybe not let it stick to my finger. There we go. Or when I'm using hot glue, oh, the state I get into sometimes with a little bit of strands, they absolutely go everywhere, and you pick things up and you've got things dangling from your hands like Spider-Man. So I'm just going to put a decent amount of glue on here, and then I'm just going to pop that on there and press it down. Just hold that for a few seconds. Just like that. Oh, I am going to use one of these little pearl, flatback pearls as well for the butterfly. So I would normally let this dry a little bit longer, or if I was using the hot glue, if I'd put that on, it would have been dry already. So I'm just going to pull away at the cheesecloth to give it a little bit of tattiness. I think you end up with more of it coming away, but you can certainly use that, so don't throw it away. Andrea, who's ARTYmaze, she's taught me not to throw nothing away. I thought I was one of them people who didn't throw much away, but I've learnt to throw a lot less away now. So the word, I've just backed onto some cardstock so that it's nice and thick. And because I just printed this, I've got a laser printer, so I just kind of printed it onto just normal paper, and then backed it onto the cardstock. The butterfly. Oops, I know I'm not in frame there, but I'm only putting a bit of glue on. I think I'll put the butterfly up here. Need the hot glue to put the bling on. Let's get a little flat back towel, and we'll put that, we'll try and get it in the centre. I'm going to stretch around this tripod, so it's a little bit difficult. There we go. Right, so where shall I put this? Shall I put it up this side or that side? I'm just going to put it up that side, so I only need that little teeny bit, and then that's that. I'm just going to put some glue on there, and then just put that down. Just press it down so that it stays, and I think my hot glue is nearly done. So I'm just going to put a little bit, sorry about that, there's a car going past with really loud music. Here we go. Probably a little bit of too much glue there. Oh, see what I mean about the glue strands? They cause so much problems. You can use Fabri-Tac or what's that? Art glitter glue. I don't have any of that. So that's that. Easy peasy. How long did that take me? 6 minutes. I know I had everything cut out, but actually assembling it, if you could do an assembly line with things like that, just get all the pieces ready, put them all in the little piles, and then they're all ready to just put together. So that's me made these today. And obviously that's the one I've just made. So there we go. How easy is that? Right, so no excuse when you say I can't do that. It can be done. If I can do it, anyone can do it. Like I said, I will put Andrea's links below. She used things like corrugated cardboard on the back as well, so obviously that would be quite thick for embellishments. These are pretty flat if you're putting them inside a journal, but if you're doing it like say a bigger one, and you can do these in any sizes. I'm just doing them obviously that size because I'm using them for embellishing pockets in a journal, but I have made bigger ones. I think this one I'm probably going to use as part of the front cover on the journal that I'm making, and hopefully that will be videoed later on and you will see all this in the journal. I hope I've been clear. It's just easy. It's just hot glue, tacky glue, your scraps, your images, a butterfly, a little bit of lace, some bling, some words. If you haven't got access to a printer or anything, you can handwrite your words. You don't have to print anything. You can just write them out in whatever fancy writing you have, or use your stamps like I said. So that's it, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Like I said, any questions just ask, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.